Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today we are going to be doing a fun makeup tag. This is the 21 questions tag created by Allie Glines. I think that this is such a fun tag because it really gives you a peek into someone's preferences, into kind of their makeup history, what they've loved, what they haven't so much loved. And so I thought, why not hop on board? I'm always late at doing these beauty tags though, so hopefully you guys are still interested in this one. I'm very excited. I watched Allie's, I've watched a couple other content creators and really been enjoying it. Now, if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist. And here on my channel, I strive to keep beauty real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So if you want to hear my answers to this tag, let's get right into it. Okay, hopping right in. The first question is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm sort of in the process of doing declutter. I've also moved 2 times in the last like 2 years or something like that. I can't even keep track anymore, but every time I've moved, I've sort of like culled the herd a little bit, if you will. Well, I guess I can't say I don't have anything crazy old because actually what I found is pretty darn old. So I have these Jane Iredale 24 karat powders. So they're like loose mineral powders, and I have the gold one and the champagne. So I mean, I never pull these out. They're basically almost like a loose pigment. They're so pretty, but they're so, they're like so messy. Now there's so much product above the sifter just from being moved around. I don't know why I still have these, but I have had these. So the salon that I first worked at, we carried Jane Iredale in the salon to use, you know, when we were working on our makeup clients. And I've had these since then. And boy, you guys, I probably got these. Let's see, I've owned my business now for 11 years. So it's much older than that. It's so much older than that. Like, okay, these are going in the garbage right after this. I never use them. I shouldn't use them at this point. I mean, they're just a powder, but that's old. Now, question number 2 is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? So my most recent makeup purchase that is here, because I have a couple things on the way, is the Auric launch. I do have 2 of the Glow Lust and 1 of the Smoke Reflect. So I'm actually wearing the Glow Lust today and the Smoke Reflect. Actually, I'm sort of doing a little try situation. I've been kind of testing these out over a couple days to wear them in different ways so that I can give my opinion in my upcoming live, which will have been before this. So if you guys want details on what I think about these products, I will make sure to link it down in the description box and up here, or is it up here? I never remember. Up there so that you guys can check that out if you want to. But those are my most recent purchases. I do have my Cliona shadows still on the way, so that's definitely not my most recent purchase because that was a while ago. Now I do also have the Kaleidos palette coming, the Club Nebula, but I think that I bought these after that. I'm sure that I did. So Auric it is. Number 3, what is the first makeup product that you ever used? So I mean, I know that I like snagged some of my mom's makeup to play around with when I was little, but the first thing that I remember actually getting to use was a CoverGirl compact. Like, and this was like maybe in middle school, and everybody was starting to like wear a little bit of makeup. And I think that my parents like didn't want me wearing actual like liquid foundation, but I was allowed to get like a pressed powder compact. So like one of the CoverGirl ones, and there was, I don't know if they still make all those different ones, but there was like the one that basically kind of had like Noxzema in it. So it smelled like Noxzema. I mean, I don't think that it actually had Noxzema in it, but they were like partnered or whatever. And then there was like a few different pressed powder compacts. So that's the first thing I remember using. Number 4, what is a trend that you used to love, but now you hate? I mean, I guess I would have to say crazy amounts of concealer. Like, and I know that a couple people have answered this. So, and don't get me wrong, I still love a good concealer. I like something that's a little bit higher coverage. Now today I'm actually pretty fresh faced. I'm not actually even wearing any foundation, just a little bit of concealer. But like, yeah, I don't love, I really am getting further away from lots of like base makeup. Not that I was ever super into it, but there was a time where like the super flawless under eye, like so much concealer that you couldn't see any skin, that was my jam. And definitely like a lot lighter. I still like something a little bit lighter, but like the very, very light, ooh, I like that. And now it's just like, especially if it's not blended enough, it just looks like bad tan lines. Bad tan lines. Number 5, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate, but now you love? Oh, okay. I guess I would have to say blush, just like wearing blush in general. And I think maybe part of that is the way that it was applied, but I remember growing up, like, honestly, even in my teens, kind of being like, why would anyone wear blush? That looks so ridiculous. But I think that it was definitely worn differently and heavier, and I didn't really love that look. I love blush now. Like, give me all the blush. In fact, give me some heavy blush as long as it's applied right. I think it can look so beautiful. So blush, just wearing blush in general. Number 6, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? I mean, I love eye makeup. Like, I love it. So I would probably say just doing my eye makeup, because it's probably where I get the most creative, and it's, yeah, I would say that. Now, I would say like the most rewarding is like when you have a really good eyebrow day. Like when you finish your eyebrows and they're like perfect. Like you're like, yes, they match each other pretty well. They're like the shape that I want. Everything's looking good. That would be the most rewarding. But I would say that's definitely one of my least favorites because it can be time consuming, and let's face it, it never lives up to your standards. Number 7 is, what is a makeup product that you can't live without? Hands down, number 1 is gonna be mascara. I need mascara. I need it. Like, I would say my brows as well, but now that, even though it's like fading away, now that I have a little bit of microblading left, I'm okay with that. But yeah, mascara. I mean, and I can't say one mascara, because like I just need a mascara. Like, I would probably rather take bad mascara than no mascara at all. That's how much I need mascara. I need my lashes. I feel like it's what makes me look awake. It makes my eyes pop. Like, the rest of it could go away as long as I could wear mascara. But I hope it doesn't go away. Don't get me wrong. I want all the makeup, but I need me some mascara. Number 8 is, what sparked your love for makeup? Boy, you know, I don't know that I could answer this question honestly, because I don't feel like it was like a slow burn. It wasn't like a fire all of a sudden. So I've always really been interested in beauty, and, you know, obviously with being a professional hairdresser, that kind of like comes hand in hand, just like beauty, fashion, all of that. I mean, I've always really enjoyed makeup, and I've always really enjoyed applying makeup, but like just the depths of the possibilities of makeup really didn't even come to light for me until I started watching YouTube, in all honesty, which is crazy. But like, I just think, you know, it's been an ever evolving love, and, you know, you start out trying a few things here and there, definitely having some fails, learning as you go. And then it's like, as you research, you keep starting to find more and more. I mean, now it's like, you know, I thought within the last, let's say 5 years, that my knowledge and passion has grown so much. But then in the last, even just year and a half, I've dug more into some indie brands, and it's like, I mean, mind blown. There are so many amazing brands with amazing products, all the possibilities, the finishes, the textures, the colors. It's like, it's crazy. So I feel like I don't necessarily have one thing that sparked my love. Like, it's been little crackles along the way, if it makes sense. And now it's a big bonfire. So for 9, it's, what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? I don't know. I mean, so, and this actually, I'll be putting it into the lip tag that I still haven't done, that I want to do, the lipstick tag. But when I was in middle school, it was popular for certain groups of people to do the whole like really dark lip liner and then like a frosty lipstick. Did that, tried to do it anyway. I don't know if I ever like did it perfectly, but, and I don't have any pictures of that. So if you want to see what that looks like, I'm going to do it for the lipstick tag. So I will make sure to share that with you guys, because I'm going to put on every single lip product that I'm talking about. So I will have to emulate that. So make sure you're subscribed to not miss out on that hot mess look, because that was probably my worst. All right, so number 11 is, what is your favorite drugstore product? Hands down, right off the bat, I have to say the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. This is my favorite mascara to date so far. It's what I have on today. It is just very separating and lengthening. I really do love it. Since L'Oreal is not a cruelty-free cosmetics brand though, I have said that I wasn't going to be purchasing it anymore. So I do have several backups of this. I will be using them because I don't want to be wasteful, but you guys, like, I need to find something, and I'm going to be talking about a product in a little bit, but I need to find something that has like a wand similar to this because it's like these tiny bristles. So you guys need to help a girl out because I need to find a cruelty-free mascara that is similar to this one. I think that these like short comb-like bristles are really just what helps like define and lengthen and push my lashes up. I don't know, maybe it's the formula, maybe it's the brush, maybe it's the combo, but I do really like this one. I almost always at least use this one coat as a primer under any of my other mascaras, like the volumizing ones. I need a coat of this first, and then I'll put a volumizing mascara over the top. The only ones that I don't use that with is tubing mascara. So I do really love that mascara. Help me find a replacement. All right, so for number 12, this is, what is your favorite splurge product? So this was like really hard. Like there was nothing that came off the top of my head. Well, there was one, and I'll talk about it. It's the Wayne Goss Weightless Veil palettes. So I love these. The blush and the highlighter formula are gorgeous. However, even though it comes at a hefty price, if you guys watched my review on these, price per ounce, they're actually a really good price. So I think the ticket price of it looks like a splurge, but when you get down to the value of it, it's not that much of a splurge. So I guess that's what I first thought of. But when I was actually thinking about like, kind of like price per ounce and how much you get for how much you pay, it's gonna be this baby, the Hollywood Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, first of all, just even when you look at this tube, that's not really a lot of product, but there is nowhere near a full tube of this in here. This is like, does it even say on here? Half, not even half, 0.41 fluid ounces. There's not a lot in here. You don't need a lot, but there is not a lot in here, but it just blends so beautifully and it looks gorgeous. Like, I fell in love with it upon first application. I really do enjoy it. Now, if you told me I could never get this again, I would be fine with that. Like, I would be maybe a little sad, but I have other contour products. I have other cream products that I enjoy. This one just, it's so lovely and it's so elegant, and Charlotte Tilbury always just makes me feel pretty and glamorous and a little bit bougie. So I do really enjoy this. So lucky number 13, what is your most repurchased makeup product? So in all honesty, that's probably the mascara I mentioned before, but since I don't want to keep like beating a dead horse here, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Gel Cream. So this was actually in my monthly favorites. I love this. I have backups of this. Like, I am actually trying to get through one of these because I'm seeing how many backups I have, because I have two shades. I have a summer and then like a fall winter shade. And I think I have like at least a bottle of each shade. So I need to keep going through this, but I just love it. Every time I pull it out, like it just gives a beautiful finish to the skin. It never lets me down. It always looks lovely. And you know, for the price, I think it's a pretty good deal. I have never had it like give me breakouts. We're just happy together. We're just happy together. It's a long-term relationship, and I don't plan on that product going anywhere anytime soon. But I do certainly enjoy like flitting around, trying other things every once in a while, but I do come back to this one a lot. Number 14 is, what is your earliest makeup memory? And this is funny because I can't remember if Rupi was doing this video. It might have been this tag. Regardless, I was watching one of her videos and she was talking about how her mom was selling Avon. And my mom did not sell Avon, but my mom bought Avon. And actually neither of my moms are like super into makeup. Like, but yeah, so my mom, I mean, I'm talking about like my mom having Avon, but I don't ever remember her like actually wearing a lot of makeup. But anyway, she did have some makeup. She would buy Avon, and I still remember her getting those little tiny tubes of lipstick samples. And I remember getting to play with those a little bit. And I remember going through like the Avon like pamphlet and just looking through and smelling all the perfumes and looking at all the pretty things and reading the description. So, I mean, that was like when I was in grade school. So I guess makeup has always like intrigued me. I don't think I really started wearing makeup until like middle school, but yeah, I definitely remember getting to like play with those lipsticks a little bit and always like wanting to like get into my mom's makeup stash. But Avon, yeah, I remember one time actually my mom let me pick out something from Avon, but I don't think it was makeup. I think it was probably like more like body care. Maybe it was like a body wash or something, but I felt so fancy because I was getting to be, you know, part of the Avon ladies. Number 15 is, where is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Instagram, which I know is not exactly what they're asking here, but you know, like I said, I've been diving a little bit more into indie makeup. And so for me, the best way to be able to see that is just like going through Instagram, looking at some of the like release accounts to see what's coming up. You know, I definitely have friends and subscribers tagging me in different stuff, so I love that. And then I just, you know, usually go to those brand sites to buy things. I do enjoy a good scroll through Sephora. My Ulta experience, like I think Ulta has the best rewards program, but I just don't find the experience as good for whatever reason. But yeah, I would have to say Instagram and then like hopping over to those indie brand sites. Number 16 is, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? So I would have to say, and I just talked about this too, these are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighters. Whew, you guys, these liquid highlighters are so pretty. Like, they remind me a little bit of the Cover FX custom cover enhancer drops or whatever those things were. And these are like so cheap. They're for sure under $10, I'm pretty sure. They're for sure under $10, I'm pretty sure. Did I just like backtrack myself? I am like 99% sure that they are under $10, but they are just beautiful and luminous, and they don't add any texture to the skin. Ugh, they're so pretty. Go get one. I'm sure that they're still available. I was able to snag this little like holiday set that had some minis, but I mean, you know, even the full price is still at a really good deal. So I really like Halo Goodbye and Gilded Glow are like probably my favorite two shades. Number 17 is, what is the most overrated product that you own? Any Urban Decay palette. Like, you guys, Urban Decay shadows, I just think are so overrated. Other than the electric palette, I did really enjoy that one, but like, I was just actually talking to someone on Instagram, a subscriber, about Urban Decay and how like, I know that they were like the front runner in the eyeshadow game way back in the day, so we all know what the Naked palette looks like. Like, now when we look at this, you guys, are we like, ooh? No, we're like, wah wah. Like, and not even just the color story, but the formulas. Like I said, I was talking to this subscriber, and you know, I was like, yeah, I think maybe Urban Decay was like the bee's knees back in the day, but when you look at it now stacked up to other brands that have either improved their formula or just new brands that have come out with better formulas, I just find it to be a little lackluster. Like, I got this little Urban Decay, this was like the mini honey or whatever, but like, cause this color story, I was like, ooh, and first of all, it's not like I'm gonna eat it, or it doesn't even smell like honey, but I love honey. Like, I love anything that smells like honey. I love the taste of honey. And so I kind of got drawn into this. I got this little set that had this, the eyeliner, the spray, whatever, like, and I think I wore this twice, and I was like, okay, like, I don't love the formula. I don't find it like wowing. Like, the shimmers aren't like overly spectacular, blow my skirt up at all. The mattes are okay. The mattes are blendable, like whatever, but the color stories are never like, like there's that new Urban Decay one coming out, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'll pop it up here. And I saw it and I was like, okay, it's okay. Like, I just don't get inspired by their eyeshadow. So I would have to say Urban Decay. Number 18 is, what is a discontinued makeup product you wish that they'd bring back? And I have two of them, and they are both Maybelline products. I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure on this one, but this is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. And yes, I still have one. It's so old that I probably shouldn't wear it. I can't even remember the last time that I wore this, but I keep it on hand to try to like compare it to the finish of other products. And I've bought a couple other Dream Wonder products hoping that it's like, ooh, maybe this is like it come back as something else. And it never is. But this had such a beautiful finish. It was like, I would say medium coverage, maybe medium, like light medium, but it just had a beautiful like satin, velvety, skin-like finish. Like it was so pretty. It wasn't overly glowy, but it just had that like satin quality. I loved it. And I remember when they discontinued it, you guys can see, if you guys are Target people, you can see that this is a Target clearance label because they were clearancing them out. And I just bought like 3 shades that weren't even like my shade, but I thought, well, I can make this work. Like, I can't believe they're getting rid of this. I love this. I love this so much. The other one I've talked about in another video, but it's the Maybelline Lash Stylist Mascara. And I'm gonna pop a picture of it up here. This mascara was like a push-up bra for your lashes. If they had told me that they were discontinuing it, like, you know, if Maybelline had personally reached out to me, right? If they had told me that they were discontinuing this, I would have bought like 10 tubes of it and like put it, I don't know, in a chest somewhere where it would have stayed good, because it's like, I miss it. And it had, again, not like the wand on this baby, but it honestly, it was like a comb. It had a little comb wand with like little teeth, and you just like ran that through, and like one coat of that, and it was like, boop, your lashes were so lifted, so separated, 2 coats, and it was like crazy eye-opening. It could get a little clumpy if you didn't do it right and you didn't go quick enough, but I loved it. If they brought that back, I actually emailed the brand and I was like, hi, loved this mascara, please bring it back. Do you have anything else that you would recommend? Like, I really miss it. So if you guys have ever tried that and you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Like, if you have one that you think that would be a good match or a good replacement, please leave a comment, because I miss that mascara so much. So Maybelline, you're killing me. You're breaking my heart. 19, where do you go for makeup inspiration? So Instagram, like everybody else, I think. I love scrolling through Instagram and, you know, taking screenshots and just, you know, also just sharing beautiful looks with my friends. Like here on YouTube, of course, I get makeup inspiration from people. And I love how, as content creators, you know, we're sort of like sharing stuff with each other, like, oh my God, did you see this? Or, ooh, that's pretty. Like, I'm always like sending links to videos, links of videos to people, just be like, wow, have you checked this person out? Like, look at this eye look, or wow, look at that lipstick, like whatever it is. I love it. So I would say Instagram and YouTube are like my 2 biggest makeup inspirations. The other place I like to find makeup inspiration is looking through my makeup collection. Like getting inspiration to use more of what I have and maybe try to use it in different ways or ways that I hadn't done, just to try to like get some more use out of what I already own. So that's definitely something that I'm trying to do this year, is just be inspired by my own collection. Number 20 is, what do I hope to see less of in makeup's future? Well, I guess this isn't like makeup's future. I guess this is sort of like the beauty community, because I was going to say less judgment, but I don't know that like, I guess I don't know that like that's not makeup brands. It's like the people looking at people wearing makeup. Like I just feel like there's so much like, you're wearing too much makeup. You're not wearing enough makeup. Why aren't you wearing makeup? Oh my gosh, why are you doing your makeup like that? Like, I wish people would just let people be, but I think that's kind of cheating, because that's not necessarily makeup brands. So I would say more curated collections and things sticking around for longer. Now, I know behind the scenes, that isn't necessarily as easy to do business-wise, because if the numbers aren't there and products aren't selling, brands aren't going to keep them around, because they're not going to have this inventory of beauty products that aren't moving, because of course they expire, and you know, they're not going to be having all of that inventory space taken up with something that is not being moved. So I just feel like, I mean, there's like new stuff coming out every week from every brand, it almost seems like. And it's like, then you love that item, and then if you do need to repurchase it, if you happen to go through it, like you can't get it anymore. And that's so annoying. So yeah, I would have to say just like maybe slow the roll on the launches a little bit. But here's the thing. We as consumers are what is dictating how beauty brands do their business. So if we are going to be out there buying every launch, they're going to keep launching stuff. And, you know, that's part of why I have not really been doing a lot of the like fun, like I guess I would say like limited edition or holiday or whatever launches, like from brands like ColourPop. Like I saw that they had this Valentine's collection and I was like, even if I liked it, I'm not going to do it because it just breeds more of that culture. Like it's telling ColourPop, yeah, cool. Like you're coming out with something that you're going to have for 2 weeks. I'm going to get that. And I don't want to do that. Like I love brands who start out with a few products and slowly build, and, you know, also get feedback from people and, you know, seeing like what they're looking for. Like instead of just, because I'm sorry, at this point, and I know that it is not just ColourPop, but ColourPop is obviously the most well-known like fast fashion brand. But at this point, ColourPop is probably just like taking the same shades and rearranging them in their palettes, or like tweaking a shade by like 10% and throwing it in a palette. Like there just isn't anything overly unique. And so you probably have a lot of that in your collection. So I guess it's seeing more thoughtful launches. That's a long explanation of a very short answer. And 21, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? And so again, I know that this is sort of like a theme going around, but inclusivity, and not just inclusivity of skin tones, which I think is really important, but inclusivity of all, I guess like all different makeup lovers, like age, race, gender, you know, like how you like to wear your makeup. Like, okay, I think it would be awesome if Charlotte Tilbury featured a look done with their products that is not their normal aesthetic. Like if it was something that was really edgy, and I know that, like, let's face it, like there's only so much you can do with all the pillow talk out there, but I'm saying like I do think like some of their like chameleon crayons and like the eye pencils and, you know, some of the different things, you could definitely get a little like edgy, grungy with it. So if they would feature, like if brands would just like open up their aesthetic a little bit, I think that that would be really cool. So, you know, featuring smaller content creators, like a little bit more unique looks. Like I love all that. I love getting to see all of the creativity. And if we could just like break out of the box, like let's just like do it. Like let's just feature more amazing creative content. I think that would be great. So let's include everybody, you know, like whatever your age is, whatever your gender, whatever your size is, whatever your skin tone is, like if we all love makeup and we enjoy using it, then why not be celebrated? So that's something that I would really like to see in the future of makeup. All right, you guys, I feel like I started out at the beginning, like really concise, and then got really rambly towards the end. So hopefully you stuck through this. I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe you found out a little something about my makeup preferences. This was a fun one to do. I love watching these. If you have done one and I haven't seen it yet, please let me know in the comments, because I would really enjoy watching yours as well, because I think that these are super fun. So let me know if there's another beauty tag that you, or a tag in general, that you guys want me to do, if it's something that you'd be interested in, because I do really enjoy doing these. Like it's fun to just like hang out, talk to you guys, like give you a little insight into my thoughts and feelings. So I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. It always really does mean a lot to me that you come and share your time with me here on my channel. Do give this a like if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you really soon. You guys know from the questions I've answered, why does my hair look like it's flying straight out my head? Ugh.